Well, Schmello. Okay.
We're gonna wait. Just open it. Open it up. Wait. This is how we're starting. Oh, I totally broke it. I totally broke it. Oh, it didn't even open. How did I do that? Wait, give me a minute. Open it up. Go, Brendan. Open it up.
Yeah, I already opened mine.
No, the pod.
Hello, I've never done this. Welcome to the podcast, the Green Room Podcast. Massimo broke his liquid death. If you ever did the whole thing, just fall in the drink.
No, it's
Okay. If you watched any bit of season 1, you would understand the liquid death bit.
That's your opening for the podcast. I go through all the trouble to do my whole arm thing and the gosh.
Podcast.
Do you want me to finish? Let me take it.
Go ahead.
Welcome to the Green Room Podcast. My name is Massimo Stefano. You just watched us, or at least me, struggle opening a can of liquid death. We're here at the lovely Franklin Theater in downtown Franklin, Tennessee. To my right, I have this man. What's your name?
Brendan. That's me.
Okay, it's Brendan.
I'm Brendan.
What's your last name?
Not telling you.
Whoa.
I don't know.
How you doing, Brendan?
I'm doing all right. I'm very tired. Whatever.
Cool.
We last night, obviously, if you listened to last week's episode, you know that today's episode was a day after WHO. We'll get to that. We both shared chicken quesadillas last night that I did not enjoy.
You didn't enjoy the chicken quesadilla?
Well, I enjoyed them, but my body did not enjoy them later.
I was okay.
I think it was the I didn't like the chicken. Chicken was kind of bad.
We gotta get the shrimp one next time.
No.
You like shrimp?
I don't like shrimp.
You don't like shrimp?
It's chewy. It tastes like gums. It feels like you're chewing on gums.
Yeah, but so do you like lobster?
Yeah.
Crab?
Yeah.
Not shrimp.
Yeah.
Do you like other shellfish?
Scallops. Yeah, I love scallops.
I don't.
Big
Are scallops considered shellfish?
I mean,
because when you eat, there's no shell. I don't know.
I
actually don't know if they're. But no, I think so. What's the freaking Italian dish? It's scallops.
You're the Italian.
I know. Shut up. It's like linguine and scallops and shrimp or something. Like it's in a red sauce.
I would
forget
probably
what
just
it's
get
called.
that and either push shrimp to the side or order it without shrimp and replace the shrimp with scallops.
Carrabba's has it. It's so good.
Scallops are so good. Although
you
sometimes
had,
you can screw them up.
What?
You can screw up scallops.
Oh no, you can easily screw up fish in general. Overcook it.
Yeah.
Have you had zuppa de pêche?
Don't even know what that is.
Oh, it's like a seafood pasta thing. Anyway, now I want some frickin'. Oh man. Well, yeah, we're here at the Franklin Theater in the green room drinking some liquid death, having a good time. Glad you all are here to join in that time with us. Let's go back a week or two last week. I had a couple gigs going on. Just want to talk about
last week?
I know, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because I got to play with a wonderful, wonderful man named Shlomo Franklin. Yes, that's, I believe, his God-given name is Shlomo Franklin. Great person, really cool music. I played for him once back in January at the Dive Motel, which was a ton of fun. First time there. It's a cool 50-minute drive from my house into North Nashville. And last, I think it was July 3rd, we played the East Room with no rehearsal.
East Room's fun.
East Room's great.
It's one of my favorite venues.
He actually, the bass player and the guitar player, they got together with him, but I couldn't get over there. So we ran like the tops of a few songs for soundcheck, and that was it.
Did you do all his stuff or did you do covers?
It was all originals. It was, yeah. He's. I remember the way I met Shlomo is it was at a Justin Schumacher gig at the 5 Spot last year. I want to say maybe early this year. No, it was last year. And he was opening just by himself, and his interaction with the crowd was so good because there was just one table in particular that was like pretty drunk, and he was just totally playing it with them. Like it was awesome. And I was like, this guy, like he's a really great player, and a great singer and a great songwriter, but he's also a really good entertainer as well in his own right. Like he's got his own kind of shtick, and it's cool. And it totally works. There's definitely a crowd for it.
That venue is the reason I bought the bass amp I did, because
Oh,
their
really?
house bass amp is my favorite I've ever played. And then I saw it pop up on Facebook
Is it
Marketplace.
the same one that you have?
The one that I bought.
Oh.
And I drove 2.5 hours to go buy it because I wanted it so bad.
It's that
granted,
good?
It's like a $900 bass I got for like $200 cash because I drove like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
But so good. It's an Ampeg, so it's like nice.
Well, that's worth it too, I
The
think.
thing, not to derail your thing.
No, go.
What's nice about it is it's got parametric EQ, so just like low, mid, treble, and then a mid frequency selector.
Uh-huh.
And it's got a graphic.
That's right.
And the graphic is post parametric.
Didn't
so
you wanna get
line
rid
it all
of-
up, and then anything that's weird, pull it. Or for me, I have a general like kind of flat on the parametric,
Mhm.
and I use that for like any other gig. And then my graphic is just for more weight, and it's just the scooped thing. So when I just click it on, and it just goes into more weight sound. Yeah, it just scoops out all the annoying stuff and gives you the
Wasn't that the thing you want to get rid of? What was the thing you wanted to get rid of?
No, so I before that had a Behringer bass amp that
That's
is
right.
modeled after that. It has
That's
the
right.
same thing. It's got the parametric. It's got the graphic afterwards. That one also had a gain channel and an octave,
Mm-hmm.
but I wasn't always happy with it. It's good, but it kind of like sounded rounded off. Like it didn't fully
Oh yeah.
get up on the top.
Well,
like
I think when you get Behringer, there's a couple. Like it does the
now
job.
it was nice
but,
Behringer. Like it was a nice thing. We actually had a conversation privately a little bit ago about the whole. If you're a musician, you know that wireless in-ears IEMs are so expensive.
Yep.
And Midas and Behringer are now a combined brand. Actually, I went to Guitar Center the other day.
Yeah.
In the front, when you first walk in, 5 X32s right there for sale. Just right there, front door.
Which Guitar Center?
The one in Cool Springs.
What?
Just sitting right there. They're
Are they all
compacts,
new?
but still in-box, brand new.
Dude, the compact sucks. It's so bad.
Not the full compact, like the half compact.
the
one.
producer thing.
Yeah,
Awful. Off the they have the screen,
is on.
but it's so small, and there's
the angle's
no
weird.
Yeah, well, it's everything's so small. Like the regular X32 is like just big enough. It's like, okay, I can kind of see my labeling. The screen's not terrible to read. The second it goes any smaller, awful. I had to use it last year. It was so
everybody says
bad.
X32s and M32s is the same thing.
It's the same
They're
thing.
not, but they're not.
But they are.
But they're the same. But an M32 is just a little.
But they're
better.
the same. You think the M32 is better?
Yeah, a little.
Why?
Bit. It's got better knobs. The screen has a little bit of a better angle. Like it's just X32, but a tiny bit more like
It's
visually
it's
like
so
a little bit better.
minuscule that
I mean, yeah, it's so
I
minuscule.
wouldn't even.
But like, I mean, yeah, it doesn't
What was that
really-
word?
Minuscule. That's what I said.
Oh, thought you slurred.
No.
your-
Anyway, that venue though, East Room, that
They had an M32 there too.
yeah.
Yeah.
First time I played there, whoever the front house guy was brought like a rack of external gear and ran us
For
through
the East Room?
and ran us through his reverbs and compressors and stuff. It was awesome. It was with Summer.
Really?
Shout out, actually, Summer Belt next week. We're playing on TV, so that's fun.
Oh my gosh, it is next week.
It's the day. It's Friday. This comes out on Thursday. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. We're playing Today in Nashville on the TV show.
Next week. For us, next week
Next
Friday.
week, Friday.
For
yes.
them,
when
tomorrow.
this comes out, when you're listening, tomorrow morning. If you're listening,
Friday
the, day
the
this comes out.
19th.
Yes, Friday the 19th. Yes.
Of July.
Yeah.
2024.
Yes.
Just mark the date.
Yeah.
Anyway, Shlomo.
Was it? Did you guys open for someone on that gig, or were you?
No, we
guys
were
the-
headlining.
Nice.
There was 2 openers. There was a wonderful girl. She was playing by herself. Her name was Catherine. She's from New York.
Nice.
Or I think originally from Kentucky, but I think no, that's what it was. Shlomo and her met in New York. And she had a great few songs set. The other guy, I think his name's Liam. Don't be mad at me. Killer 3-piece band. Just bass, guitar, vocals, and drums. It was really great. And the drummer sang some BGVs. It was great. It was like an indie kind of like rock thing. It was cool. Anyway, that was a great band. Shlomo, I had never met these guys before. It was so crazy meeting them because one guy had just kind of moved around, Spencer, the bass player, and I guess he's got his own band, and he's not even like first foremost a bass player. He's like a songwriter and producer and plays guitar and sings. He ripped it. It was great. Arthur is from France, so that was cool.
Nice.
He had a little accent. That was really cool. He's married and he actually lives here in Franklin. And his wife was great too. They invited us over for dinner. It was it was weird. Like the whole band just like hit it off immediately. And I was like,
That's cool.
This is so. We went to Velvet Taco after.
I've only ever been there like once, I think.
Well, I didn't know there's multiple locations. I went to the one like Division Street, like West End, but we were at the East Room, so I guess there's one over there. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. Drove 5 minutes and went there.
You were right by a cookout and you went to Velvet Taco instead?
Look, man, because the whole conversation was we're trying to get Arthur to try like American food.
Oh. So you took him to get Mexican food.
I mentioned cookout. I mentioned a slew of other things. And we landed on Velvet Taco, which I was not disappointed about.
I mean, it's Americanized.
I got a frozen
food,
marg. It was great.
Like, if you want to try American food, you go to Cookout at about midnight.
I can't remember if I mentioned Cookout, and he was like, "Yeah, I've been there." I don't think he had though. We talking about Waffle House. That was an experience.
Waffle House is fun.
Man. Anyway, that was a great gig.
Yeah.
Anytime I can play with Shlomo or be at the East Room, I'm so down.
Yeah, East Room's awesome. I love that place.
The house kit's cool too. The flower thing on there.
Doesn't sound very good though.
You don't like it? It works
like
for some
super
things.
dead.
Yeah, it works for the indie people that get in there, and that's about it. So it's also nice because I don't have to bring my whole thing.
It's not great for more weight.
No, it's not. You guys played there, yeah.
Yeah, we played there a couple times.
Zach hated the kit.
I think one time we played there and the headliner was backlining their own kit. So I think he only ever used it once. And I remember him potentially not loving it. I'm not going to 100% speak for him, but I don't think he loved it. Whatever. Hey,
what are you going to do?
Facebook Marketplace, there's much better kits. They just need to go do it.
You go
no
tell
offense.
them. You go tell them.
I mean,
they don't want to drop the few $100s just to go get one.
Could sell that one.
Yeah,
sell it
not for much though.
Yeah, but
if as the Eastman.
The East Room drum kit. Somebody that's played there probably loves that kit.
True.
Or somebody's gonna be like, "Oh, the flowers are good," and they go, "Oh, East Room, done, mine." You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's fair. $500.
Yeah, and you can buy a kit for like $400. You don't even
Make
need something super
$100.
nice. You can get like a PDP or a something like even some of the Gretsch stuff isn't crazy expensive. Like, you know what I mean?
They need to find the right one though.
No, yeah, but
like they couldn't do like a Kaitlyn.
They don't need to go all the way and get like a pearl kit or get something super nice. I mean, you know what I mean?
Okay, why say pearl is super nice? Pearl's okay.
You know, Carter plays pearls.
Good for Carter.
Whoa. If I ever become a drummer, I'm going to play pearls just to spite Massimo.
Look, man, I like pearl drums. I wouldn't buy one. I think they're too. I don't know. There's no life to them. I play a Ludwig, and I'm like, or a Gretsch. I love the way those sound, man. They sound older. They sound like more. Like I don't know what the word is. I just like the sound of like older kits like that. Not even like vintage kits, but just like companies that have been around longer. I feel like I like them better.
Okay.
I don't know.
Do you want to talk about the
4th of July. Happy 4th of July. We never said that. We have not said that in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Happy 4th of July.
Yeah, happy late 4th.
What did we do? We cooked hot dogs at your place as opposed to the grill.
Yep.
And
the pool, I went to bed early.
I did not go to bed early. Although I don't think it was that late.
I went to bed at like 10.
That's early?
I mean, compared to everybody else.
Not that early. Maybe 2 hours from me.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
You weren't feeling good.
I was very sleepy. It was fun though, yeah. I bought a 6 shirt on Amazon, cut the sleeves off.
Okay. I really want to throw the picture of you up.
No.
Okay, I'm not going to.
No.
I will not be.
No.
But it is my profile picture for you on my phone.
I don't love that.
Yeah, I know. I told you, you're just like, okay.
Yeah, no. I don't know.
If we know you, just ask to see Brendan's profile picture, like in real life. Just ask me, and I'll show you. It's a great picture. I probably won't ever change. Like I thought I wasn't going to change the one I had from musical chairs, but this is way better. Anyway,
If I ever get like super successful someday, Massimo's gonna like post it on Instagram. My whole career is gonna go to.
It's like, this guy.
It's not
This
even
was
that
him.
picture. It's just so embarrassing. So embarrassing.
You did it, man.
Hey man, it was that game we were playing. Whatever.
Yeah,
the game
I know.
was.
It was great. I think I won that game. By the way, I had like a dozen cards. What does that say?
I don't remember.
Anyway, a few days later, I played the Basement East. We talked about this with our last guest, Mackay Kerr. Thank you again, Mackay Kerr, coming out. It was a Billy Joel tribute band that I joined in last second and filled in, and tons of fun. No qualms there. I had probably one of the best lager beers I've ever had in my life at the Basement East. It was a Tennessee Brew Works lager. It had the lady on it. I don't even remember the name. I just remember it was Tennessee Brew Works and it had a lady on it. Something about
Where's Monitor World? Is it on the right or left?
Okay, it's stage left.
Stage left.
Because, okay, you know what I just found out? There's a whole section of the Basement East that's like just curtained off. Like, you know where the bar is? The main, like, okay, if you're looking at the stage, you're in the audience, the bar on your left.
I didn't go over there.
That side is like, there's a whole slew like of space back there.
More space for people?
Yeah. Well, just like there's like a little tiny stage over there. Like, it's just, like, it's a bigger room than they let on. I was like, whoa. Like, because I was on stage tearing down. I was like, all the lights turned on. I was like, what's that?
They should remodel and make it like bigger.
Yeah. But then I think they have to move the bar a little bit because the bar is angled in.
Right there.
Yeah.
You flatten the bar out in the back wall.
That's a lot of work.
Dude, Terminal West was sick with that bar
Terminal
on the
West
back
was
wall.
sick, man.
Sorry.
No, you're good. That was a good
tangent.
The green one was really cool. The other band, it was a Strokes cover band or tribute band. And it was a Strokes tribute band with a Billy Joel tribute band. Weird combo.
Yeah.
And everyone there, like, even us got, like, the players were like, yeah, it's, it's like, but they had a bit where it was like, thank you, where are you, Speedwagon? Or tribute band, where are you, Speedwagon tribute band? And then like, we're a Wings tribute band. Like, they said, like, not them. And then they just played Strokes.
Yeah. Nice.
It was fun. Those guys were really fun. And they stayed for our set and loved it. And they were great.
I would do a tribute band set.
Who would you want to do?
Dave.
Okay.
Guns N' Roses. I wouldn't dress up like it, but I would do Guns.
No, we didn't dress up.
I would do like a Grateful Dead tribute.
Billy for us. Billy, he did like he had like a blazer on, which is like Billy didn't really dress up. It was just a blazer. He had sunglasses on for a couple of them. That was it.
Is there 100 helicopters flying over? What is that sound? You guys won't be able to hear it, but you hear that?
Not really. It's just the noise.
Whatever.
Brendan.
Sorry. It sounds like there's 100 million helicopters
Squirrel.
flying over.
Anyway,
yeah.
It was a fun gig.
Yeah, it'd be fun to play there. I want to play there.
You should.
I saw Tiny Habits there, and it was a great show.
Oh, that's where they were. Are they coming back to town? Not that I know any of their music, but I would go see it.
I think so.
Because I feel like it's a good show.
I gotta look and see. I don't know.
You gonna come to see Sammy Hagar with me?
Dude, I've told you multiple times. Probably not.
Someone come see Sammy Hagar with me.
Now,
tickets went down. They're like $45 now.
And if Shay, what she was texting us about the other day, we can't. If Shay can get us in, then maybe.
Maybe? For that? Maybe?
Dude.
That's a solid yes,
I
man.
know like 3 Van Halen songs. And like the rest of the band, like Sammy Hagar, what's he gonna do? Go, oh, what's his tequila? Mambo Wamba, or whatever it's Cabo Wabo, whatever it's called. He's just gonna be like, oh, look at me, I'm Sammy Hagar, Cabo Wabo. Like, what are we doing?
What did you just call it?
I don't know. Wambo Bambo or something.
Wambo.
I don't know. It's just like, I mean, he's great, yes. But
I know who he is.
The best part of Van Halen was Eddie.
I'm so sorry, Sammy. Oh my
R.I.P.
gosh.
The best part about Van Halen is Eddie. So it's like, is
that
Joe
was rough.
Satriani going to do Eruption?
Yes. Well, actually, I don't know if they're playing that. I don't know. But
I don't know.
They're doing all the Van Halen
I mean, no
stuff.
diss. Like, I really don't want to say no offense. I don't know any of their music. Because he's not going to.
You're unbelievable.
It's not going to be Van Halen all night.
It'll be mostly Van Halen. It'll be Van Halen they might do a Montrose song, which is a band that Sammy Hagar was in before he even did a solo career, and then a little bit of Sammy solo stuff. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
so I'm
drinking
gonna know
music
4
and
songs.
rock music. You're gonna like it.
Where's it at?
Bridgestone. I mean, I saw him a few years ago at the Ryman, and it was really great.
Yeah,
so,
I'd rather see him at the Ryman.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know.
Really good.
Something about Bridgestone I don't love.
What?
I don't know. The only show that who have I seen there? Who did we see there? 1975, yes. But who else? We saw someone else there. Dave.
Oh, yeah.
We saw Dave.
What didn't you like about those 2 shows?
No, I liked them, but I guess I liked them both. I don't know. For some reason, I don't know.
I might be biased. I've seen a lot more shows than you there.
Yeah.
Like probably over a dozen shows.
2.
Yeah.
When is the show?
The 24th, August 24th or
August?
something? I said the end of August. Whatever. Some like the last week of
I mean,
August.
maybe if I can go, maybe.
Maybe the 26th.
The other thing is,
I don't remember.
Maddie and I were looking at the other day. Slash's festival at First Bank.
Yeah.
August 14th. You know how we talked about if tickets
I
go
thought
down?
it was this month, July.
No, it was August 14th.
Oh, okay.
You know how we talked about if tickets go down, we'd go? Maddie and I were looking the other day, like $70 for 200s.
200 or 70 bucks?
Maddie wants to go, but she'll only go if she has this chair with a back, so she doesn't want to sit in the 300s, which I think is fair because it's a festival. It's not just one show.
If we do the front of the 300s, those seats, those front 2 rows have chairs.
Yeah, but I think those were like kind of like we just didn't really look at that because
really?
the 200s are like $70.
But the 200s are still bleacher seatings, unless you sit in the front.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought they were all had backs.
The front 2 rows of the 300s and the 200s are the actual chairs.
Okay.
The 100s, all of those are actual chairs.
Anyway,
thanks, First Bank.
Tickets have gone down.
70? I don't know if I would do that still to see Slash.
Well, it's not just Slash. It's like
I know. Oh, I know.
It's Warren Hayes, if you know who he is. He's a blues guitar player.
Here's the deal.
I think Marcus King, potentially.
Oh, actually, I would go
I think
see
he's
Marcus
there
King.
for that.
Here's the deal. I will pay money to go see that if
I
you
go to
come to see
Sammy
Sammy Hagar.
How much are the Sammy Hagar tickets?
I saw some as cheap as like $45.
Oh. I mean, yeah. I'll
we got
do
a
that.
winner.
I need to. The problem is that I need to make sure I can do all that with work. Because here's the thing: is Slash show's on the 14th. There's a concert that night.
August 14th?
Yes. And
I'll work it.
I'm on that flight from the 9th through I'm gone from the 9th through the 12th.
And you're coming to see me the 12th with Sevi.
Oh, yeah.
Actually,
is it officially that day?
I don't know. It's not official yet.
Okay. Then
we gotta wait.
But
it might be.
I don't know. I need to soft.
We'll
soft, yes,
soft, yes.
But I need to
Okay.
figure out my schedule.
Also, I guess I'm spending $70 now.
Well, I don't even want to pull the trigger now. We can wait and see if they go down even more. You know
I'm okay with that.
I doubt it'll sell out. I'm not gonna lie. I love Slash, but I doubt it'll sell out until the day of. Like it would sell out day of. People.
I'm okay to hold the day. Honestly,
I don't want to. Yeah, hold the day.
We can get that shift to Gus
or Zach. I'm trying to get Zach in. I pitched him Zach the other day. I pitched him the idea of and how it would work, and he likes the idea of it. I need to.
Is he okay driving down here?
Yeah, because as a contractor stagehand, I'm not gonna say the numbers, but it's a little more worth it.
Oh, really?
For one day.
For one day? Okay.
Yeah. Like for
That's
us.
fair. That's
for
fair.
us, because we're here more often. I guess for you. You're here more often.
It's just me now.
Yeah, but it was us for a long time. It's like you're here so often, so it basically ends up the same thing.
Yeah.
But if he gets like 1 or 2 shows like a month, like in August,
yeah,
it's like, well,
it's worth it to do
better,
2. Yeah, yeah.
And it's an invoice.
I might as well just take the 2.
Yeah, and take it and just drive, and you know what I mean. And it's like I was explaining to him, he thought it was like it'd be like video walls and stuff like right now. I'm like, dude, we're plugging
Does
in
this
mics.
look like the place that does that?
We're just. I mean, I don't want to tear our job down because we do have a good important job,
no,
but
yes.
it's not like we don't have video walls and stuff. And a lot
That'd be
of
sick
our
if we did, though.
Stuff that we use is preset. It's just integrating an artist like relation almost in it. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Do we want?
I think it's time for Song of the Week.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
And is it my song of the week? It is. Yes.
No.
Yes, it is. Because remember we talked about beforehand what we're gonna do the song of the week because it comes out the day after.
Oh my gosh! Yeah. Oh, I have to pick the
Yes.
Kicking it old
Yes,
school.
when we come
which
back,
I
yes.
still hate that name, but whatever. Okay, song of the week.
Okay.
With Brendan Aiden.
Song of the week. And this one is fun because Massimo and I actually have been playing this song live since November of last year when we did rehearsals
Oh, wow, yeah.
with Kaitlyn. This is Kaitlyn Killian. It came out last week as of the release of this episode.
Yeah.
Fake ID. And I love, this is one of my favorite Kaitlyn songs. So, Fake ID.
Here we go.
Says I'm 25 on my DOB. I had a good time waiting and a place to be. I was a sweet burn like a shot of Jack Honey. Put my boots on, bar hopping like a bunny. Pour some sugar on me, making us dance. The boys hitting on me, didn't stand a chance. The nights were priceless, the beers were cheap. 20 years old, $20 and a fake ID.
All right. That was
Fake ID.
Fake ID. Bow, 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 bow.
That song is fun. It comes like it's a classic country song, but on bass it's fun. There's like the unison riffs I do with the guitar parts and with
It's a little
Josh.
intro part.
Yeah,
It's a weird because it's like a machine thing. I wish I had something better to do. I just do like rim clicks and
I think it gets the job
Yeah.
done. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
it's
fun
fine.
song. I always enjoyed playing that one because it's not too difficult, and it's
There's
got
a few
good, like,
fun
bop.
stops
It's
and-
got the
Yeah.
fun stops. It's a good bop,
it is.
and the melody's great. She crushed on it too.
Caitlin has such a good
20
voice.
years old, $40 and a fake ID. Yeah, like it's classic, you know.
Yeah, it's good country.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's great.
Oh, man.
Actually, convenient that we're talking about Kaitlyn because the day that this comes out tonight, Kaitlyn Killian, Sevi. Oh man,
You can do
David is it
Duvall.
David Duvall? I almost
And?
said DePaul. And Ben Wagner.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I haven't met the other two guys.
Yeah.
I've only
Neither of
seen
them.
them on the
Actually,
poster,
no, I think I've met
and I'm
Ben.
really bad with like I know their first names because I made the session, but like their
Nice.
last names I forgot.
This man will be doing front of house for them. Are you doing fullback too?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh boy.
I know. It's the only part I'm not 100%.
Just use
Not-
my session.
No, I mean, well, I remember I already have my session. That
Yeah,
I
but just use my session.
the only thing is I just hope. I mean, here's the thing: is I know them all, and it's just like they won't be too picky about it. I know them.
No. Sevi's gonna want it loud, that's all. Because
That's
he's
okay.
he's actually deaf. Sevi's very deaf.
I'll just make
he-
his
he knows
fader
it.
all the way forward on his mix. Just be all the way up.
Dude, oh yeah. Oh, we gotta go talk about last night too.
Yeah, we'll talk about that after
Okay,
this.
okay, yeah. Go good.
I'm just excited because a long time ago we told Julie, actually, okay, so what happened a long time ago, Julie Jackson, we love Julie. She's
We
our
love Julie,
hospitality and
but
arts relations.
wow.
Like months and months ago, like even before we started playing with Kaitlyn, or
It was
around
when
the
I
same
was
time, like
no, it was when I was
November-ish.
it was when I was playing with Sevi.
Yeah, but it was
Like
a long time
September.
ago. Yes. And then like through Seb we found out he was on the same label as Wyatt and Kaitlyn, like that they all knew each other. Wyatt Flores, obviously. And I told
Obviously.
Julie, hey, you should listen to this guy Wyatt Flores. He's great. And like we know some of the people that know him, not even, but like the people, the artists he works with,
Yeah, he's popping off right now. You should listen to him.
And she was like, okay, just kind of blew it off, didn't listen to it. I come into work
months
in February, this February.
Months later.
Julie comes up to me and goes, you ever heard of someone named Wyatt Flores?
Oh
Julie,
my gosh!
what? Thank God Tigress was sitting there. And Tigress, I didn't want to do it. Tigress goes, Julie. She's like, Julie, are you kidding me? He's been talking about him for like months and months. Oh my
We were
gosh.
all
It's
so
so
pissed.
funny. She loves Wyatt. And then through that, she found Kaitlyn and Sevi. And then she was like, okay, well, I'm going to go listen to them.
Yeah.
Loved it. And then we hooked them up with Tyler, who we had on the podcast.
Yeah. Shout out Tyler.
Woodard. Shout out.
And now this is becoming an OEG songwriter.
Yeah, it's an
night,
OEG
so-
songwriter night. So all of them are OEG songwriters. Obviously, Kaitlyn. I'm wondering if she'll play any Wyatt stuff.
I feel like she will.
Like life
or
lessons.
David will, because I think they wrote stuff
Yeah.
together. And
Yeah.
they all I think they all kind of
that
intertwined.
Julie said if you were from Wyatt, I'd love to hear it.
Yeah.
But okay, so I mean, one of my favorite Wyatt songs is "Life Lessons,"
Mhm.
and Kaitlyn helped write that. It slapped
Lessons.
so hard live. It was so
It was
good
really
live.
good.
I'm gonna go see Wyatt when he's back in town. Maybe I'll text OEG and be like, "Hey, I don't even want to like
Can I get a
it for
comp
free.
ticket? No, I want a comp ticket.
I just want to go and be like, can I ride with you guys?
When is,
I just wanna
just
go.
a ride?
I just want to go with. Yeah, I just want to. Yeah,
Where is he playing?
he's on tour right now. I don't
But
know.
like here.
I don't
Where,
know.
do you know where he's coming here?
I don't even know if he is. I'm just saying the next time he is, I want to go see him.
I wonder what size venue he could play at. Like headlining. I wonder what size around here.
I bet you he would do
Brooklyn Bowl.
like Whiskey Jam.
Oh, I know. I mean like a venue.
Oh, like a venue. Oh, probably Brooklyn Bowl,
Do you think you'd do the Municipal Center?
Franklin Theater,
Franklin Theater?
with GA seating because we just are now announced we're doing our first GA show with the band Shepherd, which is so cool.
Say Geronimo.
Yeah,
Say
so
Geronimo.
excited.
I'm not here for that show, and I'm really bummed.
I'm excited. It'll be
I'm
fun.
bummed. Well, potentially, actually. I'm waiting to hear back from
That's
the
true.
drop.
But maybe I could play here with open capacity,
General
admission.
Yeah.
What was the capacity for Terminal West? It was like 600, I
It
think.
was 600,
Yeah,
maybe
so
7.
What's like a 600 seat venue here in town? Like around that size or maybe a little bit bigger because he's probably gotten a little
This
bigger.
is
since
probably
then.
the close. And Franklin, this is the closest.
No, I mean
definitely.
just Nashville.
Is
Is it Brooklyn? I've never been to Brooklyn Bowl.
I'd never been there
admittedly.
either. The Municipal Center is like 5,000. So
Yeah.
that wouldn't. I mean, I guess it depends who else is on the bill, but I don't think he could do that. I don't know.
Maybe it's the Franklin Theater.
Oh, he could do the Basement East. That's 300, 400.
Oh yeah, probably Basement East. Yeah,
That'd probably be the one.
probably.
Yeah, if you want to play
I
Nashville,
think there's an
Basement
obvious
East.
one we're probably not thinking about that we can't come up
Actually,
with right
if he did Basement East, he probably need to do a few shows, like
Yeah.
at least 2 or 3, because I feel
now.
like
Exit In.
Yeah.
City
Exit.
Winery is like, isn't it like 600, 700?
No, it's not that
The
big.
theater, but the big venue, the big City Winery.
I didn't know there was a.
Yeah, didn't they just move?
I don't know.
Yeah, because Emily, who we used to work with, works at City Winery, and they just moved. They're
I
not in
didn't
the same
know
building
anything
that they
about
used
this.
to be in.
I did not. I
They
didn't
have-
even go to the other one. So
They have a whole theater
really
at City Winery. Yeah, More Weight played there. Which
the
is
new
we-
one.
But well, the old City Winery, but they had a side room. We played the side room at City Winery,
Nice.
which is, I mean, it was still great. I think it was like I think actually Monica just played there. Same, like the side.
Ramey?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it's called the Lounge at City Winery.
Oh.
So it might be City Winery, or low key the Analog.
I've never been in the
The
Analog.
Analog is awesome. It's
Yeah?
such a cool venue.
Where is it?
Right across the street from Cookout. When you're sitting in the Cookout drive-thru,
Oh.
you're looking at the front doors. It says Analog Nashville right in front of you.
You know what's crazy to me? I don't know if every city's like this or if I'm just don't pay attention, but I used to think Nashville was so far and big and spread out because I didn't, I went with my parents. I never, this was when I was really young. And I was like, I feel like everything's so big and I don't know where anything is. And then I started to drive around Nashville. I'm like, oh, these two things are right next door to each other. This is the same part of town. It's crazy. I don't know. Is it just
Yeah.
me or does that just happen when you grow up? I don't
know. It might
it's
just be-
like because when we played the Basement East on Saturday for the Billy Joel thing, I was like, oh, the 5 spot's right there, and 5
Yeah.
points is right
Five
there.
Spot is fun.
It
We
was
played 5 Spot once.
5 spot. It sounds good in there too. That's
Yeah, it
that's
does.
a bar. That's a bar that does it right, man. They in terms of sound, they do and anything music, they do it right.
I worked
man.
on Apple TV show that filmed in there.
Yeah.
It was really fun too. They were really cool.
I think we got a pack
Although I
of
had
free
to
beer.
stand
so-
outside in the back, outside. It was a really sunny day. I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
I sweat a lot that day.
Sunny day.
All right. Anyway, he'll probably play that at the Kaitlyn show.
If you know,
so come on out
that
to
reference, to Sevi.
Yeah, that's a Sevi song.
Well, Brendan, how was last night for you? Last night, let me set up the story. We talked about this in the last episode of Makai. Last night, as of recording, was the inaugural Something Different that Chad from Newfound Glory was putting on here at the theater. More Weight was opening. We had Vinny.
Vinny. I don't know how to pronounce it.
He was a nice guy. He was really great. I didn't expect that much.
He wasn't doing that. He was not
I know,
doing that.
but it
he
was
just had a lot of grit.
Look at the.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just blew up.
I'm gonna put an
everyone's ears.
1176 just on that moment, and just
It
all
was
buttons in.
It was actually really impressive to watch him do that. He was
super dynamic. He'd get real small,
very
and massive.
compressed. Like I was compressing him, but like his voice, like it was really. I'd never seen that live before.
It's
actually, so it was actually really cool.
I think the band Architects is the band I'm thinking about. I don't really listen to them a lot, but like that's like how he sings in the choruses.
Yeah.
Is that like screaming but singing where it's like a scream technically, but it's in a tone. Like,
yeah. It was that and very compressed. Like it was this,
very like
he had super
heavy.
good control of his voice.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't do that. That's like
Yeah.
impressive actually. And then we watched Three Migos.
yeah, it was great. Yeah.
So okay, how do you think it went?
Well, it went great. I am always very hard on myself right after a performance.
True.
And it just happened yesterday, obviously. My guitar had some tuning problems during sound check, which was whatever, it was sound check. And then all throughout the show, it was fine, really. Right before one of the songs, my one string was a little weird, but other than that, it was fine. And then during the last song, in the middle of my guitar solo, my G string goes out of tune, but like to a note, like not out of tune. Like it was not like microtonal or like wobbly, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it was a in tune note, but not the right note. So then I went to go play it, and it's just like I'm. No, it went down. It's like and I'm like, oh, this is like jazz out of nowhere. I didn't need to do this. And then, so that was a little annoying, and I was nervous to play guitar because like these songs I play bass on, and I had to learn them in a different key.
Was it weird changing it up from
the
bass
only
to guitar?
one that was really weird was Ghost, the song we opened with.
Okay.
Because that whole song is the one riff that we just build up on, and that riff on bass is a lot easier than it is on guitar. And so I had to like reshape my mind. And now I know when I go to play it on bass, I'm going to accidentally play it the way that I just did on guitar. So now I need to go like make sure that I get it right. You know what I mean? Because I play a 5-string bass, but it's just standard tuning with a low B, right? I'm not actually tuned.
Yeah.
I don't even tune down. Like the way I set up, my bass stays in one tuning for every gig I play. It's just because I got the 5-string, so I have the low B. And if I need to go any lower than that, I just tune the low one down lower, and I keep everything else the same.
Lower than a low B.
Yeah. Oh, dude. There are some metal bands that go an octave down and then one note, like E flat, but an octave E flat.
Gosh. Oh my gosh.
Like, you know how like
E-flat.
Guns N' Roses like is in like a half step down. They're like E flat. It's an octave and a half step down. That's what bands play in. We don't do that, but like some songs we do in A, like drop A, and I tune down an A. But like last night we were in D standard, and then we did a cover of Youngest Daughter, and it like we were messing around a lot on tunings, and I broke a string that morning, so it was fresh strings on that guitar. First time I played that guitar live. I bought the guitar at a pawn shop
It was
a couple
great.
months ago. It's called Copley. I think it's got Godin electronics
Is
in
it
it.
Godin or Godin?
Godin, maybe Godin, yeah. And I got it appraised by Carter's Vintage.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy told me it's like a Nashville boutique brand. They didn't make a ton of them. It's like a session guitar for the 80s or 90s. And he said it's worth like $900.
Don't break it.
I'm not going to break it. But the other thing is that I really like it. Like I had my tuning problems last night. And my presets that I had made ahead of time, I forgot that I was running them through like a speaker or an amp to hear it. So when I went in and just gave you the DI, it wasn't what I had been hearing.
Yeah,
but as soon as I was like, oh yeah, what am I doing here?
Turn off all like the.
Just turned off all the preamps. Yeah, it was just preamps on each, like my whatever preamp to give it like a tone or whatever. Like I just turned it all off. But I think it went good. I wish my pedal board was higher and or my seat was lower because I had to like.
I heard you. Was that you going around?
I spun it as low as it could go.
I was talking to Chad and could barely hear him because from the back of the theater, all I heard was.
Well, and I tried to like lift it on one side so that the weight was like different.
loud.
So it was like it was.
It was. I'm not. You think I'm being loud? It was that loud.
It was bad.
It was way louder than that and more high pitched. It was bad.
But the show was great. Tommy lit me in green, which was fun. If you know
Tommy.
anything about like stage lighting or stuff, green is kind of like a. Some LDs actually don't really care too much about it, but some people are really like green doesn't look good in the skin tones and.
Third Eye Blind used green. Remember?
Yeah.
that? It was like it wasn't quite green, but it was
one thing
like
I've heard
green.
a lot is that lighter skin tones are better for green than darker. When you get darker skin tones, the green just looks terrible.
Looks bad.
I
could see that, I guess.
And Tommy was the first person to bring it up with me. So every time I see him, I'm like, I need to see green tonight. I hope I see some green.
And he
every
always
time,
does.
When I say it, he always just instantly goes to green and goes, yep. But then this
He already
time,
has it.
he goes, okay, your key light is just going to be green all night. And I'm like, oh no. He only did it for the first 2 songs, I noticed.
But he had some subtle green still on you
Yes.
for most of the night. It just was a lot. It was a lot the first 2.
Yeah.
And then he was like, okay, I've had my fun. But it was still there. Like, it was still subtly there.
It was green, but it also wasn't like obnoxious. Like the stage looks nice and I'm just
it was
green. It wasn't like that.
It was really good. It was really good.
I had fun. I'm not gonna lie. I miss playing guitar live. I was a guitar player until I moved to Nashville.
Yeah.
And I became a bass player out of necessity, essentially. And after that last night, I really miss playing guitar. Like our buddy Henry does open jams here in town, and I miss playing guitar. Like the last couple of weeks to prep for this, every morning when I wake up, I have like a neural DSP, like a preset on Logic that I just open up.
Yeah.
And then I go to YouTube and just pull up like backing tracks or like pads, like worship pads, and just play over it. And I miss it so much. So who knows? Maybe I'll like join a jam band or like a one-time show thing.
I think you should. Well, let's start a jam band.
But like I need it to be a one-time show thing because I'm too busy to
actually do it.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
do
way
one
too
show.
busy. I'd have to drop something in my life.
Do you want to do a jam band?
I kind of really want to.
Okay, who's playing bass?
I've always wanted to play, like, write my own jam band stuff.
Who's playing bass? I have a guy, if you don't. His name's Chris Taylor. He's actually wicked. He plays with Henry.
Yeah, that's probably the right guy. That's probably the right guy. You on drums. I need a keys
if we
player.
did Chris,
I need a keys
and
player.
then Henry and Matt. Like that's.
Yeah, but Matt's really busy.
Yeah, but it's
I
one
love
show.
Matt. That's true.
It's one show.
One show.
So if it's me, you, Chris, Henry, Matt, that's 2 guitars.
And then I need a singer that'll play acoustic because I want to do some Dave. I want to do a Dave cover here and there.
You could do Sevi.
Yeah, I don't know. I would need to figure it out.
But that's a killer band, dude.
The thing is that jam bands are like, the other thing is I need a couple, we need to be able to do some harmony.
You want some horns?
Jeff Coffin, you want to come?
Dude, okay, this is the band. Now we're getting into it.
Okay.
Drums,
I gotta pay all these people.
Drums, bass, 2 guitars.
Yeah. Or
keys. Or we do 2 keys players, like an organ and a piano player or something.
Nah, that could be one person.
Okay. 2 horns.
I'm thinking like a trumpet and a saxophone.
Yes.
Just like Dave. Just like Dave.
2 BGVs?
No, I'm thinking I just want to make sure
2 separate people just doing BGVs, or do you want one of the musicians to do BGVs? Okay.
Like Henry could do some BGVs. Yeah, a front man.
So that's 8 people.
I'm thinking front man, Henry could do some BGVs, and Matt could do some BGVs.
I can do some BGVs.
And you, if you wanted to, but you're drumming, and it might be some little intense stuff.
Sevi's got me doing BGV stuff now.
I want to do some covers of like the hits of like
all
jam band
along the Watchtower.
I want that, so we have to open with All Along the Watchtower.
We're gonna open with that,
dude. What a way to set the tone!
I know,
and it's so like small at the beginning too, and then those hits.
They don't even know you're starting,
or we end with that.
Oh,
you either open with
as
that or
you're
end
so
with
tired. It's like, okay, I gotta play for 12 minutes straight.
Yeah. Well, a couple of these songs are gonna be like 20-minute songs.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I'm
not
so
really.
down.
Here's
so
the thing.
down.
I think we didn't even plan to talk about this. We do a couple of Dave songs.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to do a Dead song.
Yes.
I'm thinking Althea. Or Fire on the Mountain. You wouldn't know either of those songs.
I know Fire on the Mountain.
Fire on the Mountain's
I've played Fire.
Banger.
Fire.
No, but you got to do it the Dead and Company version, which is like 30 clicks faster.
Real? I haven't.
Fire on the Mountain.
I play the regular one with Jake and Ryan when we play the club in Alabama.
Yeah.
And it's just like, cause it's just
It's
chill.
Jam. Yeah.
That's the only one I know.
I want to do a Goose song. Hunger Sight. The one with the shaker, like it's the Vietnam song. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we open with that dark stage. It'd be kind of sick. Okay, I'm putting the set list
Okay,
together.
we're doing Kimbro's. We got to do that Kimbro's.
Kimbro's or Mockingbird? Because the whole thing about a jam band is there's a lot of people dance to it, so you need like space. Mockingbird's got that, and Henry can get us into Mockingbird.
That's true, but if you do
Then we gotta get
Mockingbird,
people.
there's
We
all
gotta
this
get
fixed
people.
seating, and people are just gonna sit. Unless you'd be like, come down to this pit. Open up this pit.
Open up this pit.
Kimbro's,
Maybe we do it at Kimbro's.
Kimbro's, it might be the vibe. Because
and if
they do
people wanted
jam
to
band
dance,
stuff.
They would dance. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a
people just
bar.
go
It's
to
more of a
Kimbro's just to
bar
go to
too.
Kimbro's.
Exactly. I think like if you get a prime time Friday night or Saturday night spot there, dude,
I think
full house.
The other thing too is if we go, we have Benjamin run for our house because he works there. I think he still works there.
I think so. And he would know how to like do lights well
Yeah.
too.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Or we go, hey Shay, you want to come run lights for us at?
I'll be down.
Yeah. I
Well,
want to do that.
I
But
think
the show
that's
was the show was great. Jacob wasn't
you're
feeling
still
well.
going.
More weight. I'm going to wrap up.
Oh,
more
okay,
weight
okay,
thing.
yeah. You do. your
Jacob
thing.
wasn't feeling greatest, but he pulled through, and the show was great.
Yeah.
Thank you to Chad for the opportunity. It was awesome.
Yeah, Chad, this was great. I think we should do it again.
Yeah.
I
And if
don't
we
know
do the
when,
next
but-
one, me and Massimo have an agreement that if a certain band does it, he's told me I can do front of house.
Who? Oh.
Or I'll just schedule myself as lights. Because I'm really enjoying lights right now.
Wait. So then you do lights and I'll do front house.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Are we wrapping?
I don't remember us talking about that. I'm not gonna lie.
It was brief.
Oh, okay.
It was very brief.
Yeah. Well. This was the Agreement Podcast.
You have your segment.
What?
Kicking old school.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I gotta think of a song.
Oh no, he didn't prepare. See,
you didn't either.
There's a layup here.
You
We just
didn't
talked
either.
about him earlier. There's a layup here. The album that I hate the most. This is a layup.
I know what we're doing.
Oh no. See, I teed it up to you, and that's my fault. But it's a layup.
Okay.
It's a layup. For
I
the
actually
episode.
know the exact song I'm going to pick because Sammy Hagar's about to go on tour, and on Instagram they did this little thing like they interviewed the band, just like, hey, what song? Like they asked a few questions, but they always started with, what song are you looking most forward to playing on the road?
And it's this song. It's on 5150.
And it's this song, and Sammy and Michael Anthony both said this song, and they said the song 5150 off of 5150. So that is my song for Brendan. It's 5150, and you're gonna like it.
I'm not. Here's the thing. I'm gonna like the musicianship and the snare. I do like the sound of his snare. The ring of the snare is nice.
Yeah.
How he tapes the gaff on the But those friggin' drum sounds are terrible. They're terrible. The
You
mix
like
is
it.
there's no bass. It's like
There's no bass.
what's his name? Alex? Is that the bass player?
No,
No.
Michael Anthony.
Yeah, sorry, Michael. It's
Alex,
like he's not
Alex
even
Van
on it,
Halen's the drummer.
but he's not anymore. Didn't he quit?
No, well, there's no Van Halen
Oh
right
yeah.
now.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Oh my! Didn't he quit?
It's like Michael's not even in the song. It's like he didn't even play in these.
except for the vocals that he does.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah. I will listen to it
you have to.
and I will be like open about it. I'll try to go in with an open heart, open mind.
Open heart too.
But you
Wow.
know how I feel about that album.
That's all I can
already.
ask is an open heart.
Okay. Okay.
We've got a couple cool new guests coming on later this month.
Yep.
So stick around for these later episodes. This has been the Groom Podcast. Thank you all for watching or listening. My name is Massimo DiStefano. You can follow me at Massimo D Music on any major social platform and Massimo DiStefano on YouTube. You can follow the Groom Podcast at Podcast The Green Room, YouTube, Spotify, Instagram. That's about it.
Yeah.
Brendan?
BDen8 on Instagram, More Weight Band, Franklin Theater.
Yeah. Get the theater a follow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's about it.
Get some cool shows. I
Yeah.
think I don't know how close we are to announcing our Christmas stuff or our holiday stuff at all,
I don't know.
but it's booked.
Probably
A
coming
lot
up.
of stuff is
Yeah.
booked.
Oh,
So
yeah, it was
if
booked
you don't
a
have
long
any
time
holiday
ago.
plans, October through December,
Yep.
because we do Halloween movies now, and we do I guess some Thanksgiving. We do like Planes, Trains, and Automobiles for Thanksgiving, which is the best movie. It's so
we
good.
do Halloween and basically go right into Christmas.
Yeah, it's pretty.
And
There's like a few days of Thanksgiving.
that's why, just like last season, we're probably gonna do a couple holiday episodes. Probably do a break like we did last season.
Yeah,
You know,
and we'll come back.
because of how busy it'll be here. But if you want to see us inside of the pod, just come to the Franklin Theater.
Just come to Franklin Theater. We'll be here.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. We'll see you next week. Ciao.
Peace.